from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New York Giants. Kicker Graham Gano set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Miami. And he returns this to the 22. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's Dolgala. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there. That'll bring up second down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Now Dolgala. Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. Here comes Pettis on the return. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. First down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Second down, here's Barkley again. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throwing Jones. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Throwing is Dolgala.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they move the chains. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Jones. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
A chance for Waddle on the return.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. Finding room at the 30. And some space here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Back to Cannon again on 1st down. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Jones. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Right here. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shoot. Check.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Another try for Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw again. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw again. And over the middle, this is Parker.
7 yards, the pickup there.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kevin Coleman as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On second down, Barkley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They go play action here on first down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. A credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd and 7, Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Second down and goal. Jones. This is caught.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Barkley, and he will take it out in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. Jones throwing for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Check, check. Fresno. 79. Check. Crunch. Check 13.
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, it's caught on the right side of Smith. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run with Barkley. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They begin the drive with Coleman. Coleman, the first down and a little extra. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 68 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Waddle now to return it. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, it's Waddle complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. One more time, it's Cannon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on third down. Here's Tua. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. On the handoff, this is Cannon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll look to throw. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. Well, Charles, coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on. But in a case like this, when you could have won it with a chip shot field goal and you miss it, that is going to sting for a little while, isn't it?
Some are tougher to put behind you than others, right? We always talk about compartmentalizing. What is the rule? Coaches always talk about 24-hour rule after a game, and then you move on. That's tough because that was a very makeable field goal. In fact, I think you and I were both just shocked that he didn't knock it through the post, and they end up walking off the field losers.
So for the Giants, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.